Oh, hey everybody! This is Drew. Today on Camp PencilPoint, we're going to channel our inner Ewok. We're going to cook and eat some droids. Sorry, BB-8. Ha. Also, we have a special guest. Chef Miker will draw today. So let's start the show, okay? Well, hello there. How do you do? This is Camp PencilPoint. And my name is Drew. So sharpen your pencils and we'll start the show. Because it's now time for harmonica intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, otters and dragons and octopi, my name is Joe Fu, and I am the director here at Camp PencilPoint. I'm joined by my very good friends. First of all, Drew, who did the intro for us, and special guest today, Chef Miker, all the way in from Florida, enjoying the lovely weather of Camp PencilPoint. Sorry, you notice he's wearing the coat. He's wearing the coat. It's like 80 degrees outside and he's cold. I'm also joined by my very good friends, everyone out there, all the Camp Pencil Pointers out there watching this video on YouTube. Thank you for coming along for the ride. We hope you have fun. Hey, you guys like drawing? And do you like drawing and having fun through nonsense and tomfoolery? Because you're in the right place. You are in the right place, Camp PencilPoint. So if you like that stuff, please subscribe to this channel. Just click on the subscribe link below. There also might be a button that pops up in the video that you can subscribe to us. But however you do it, just subscribe. And please share the fun with the family and the friends and spread the joy of drawing and the fun of Camp PencilPoint with all of them. So a few years ago, we created Camp PencilPoint as a safe place for kids to go online and have fun drawing. We encourage kids of all ages, from the ages of 3 to 30 to 300, to sketch along with us, and we encourage parents to sketch along with their kids, because creativity is always better when it's a shared experience. So today, like I said, we have a special guest at Camp PencilPoint, our own Chef Miker, Mike Roll. And we're going to go out to Instagram to get a suggestion for what Mike will draw today, because he's a special guest. We're going to make him do a little bit of work, because that's what we do. So if you guys have suggestions for sketches or drawings that we could do live during Camp PencilPoint show, find us on Instagram, and you could find me on Instagram with this handle right here at JoeFood22. You could find Chef Miker. What's yours?
Mike Roll.
You don't even know it.
I don't even know it.
You don't even know. It's right there.
It's right there.
So it's right here. So follow us on Instagram. You could send us. We're also on other social medias like Twitter and stuff like that, but I don't check it very often. Sorry, I'm usually on Instagram. So any suggestions you have, look us up, send us a comment, send us a direct message, and maybe we'll feature your suggestion on a future Camp PencilPoint. So today, we actually have a great suggestion that came in from Chelsea, who's in Florida. You might have seen her a few times, but Chelsea in Florida has suggested drawing an Ewok. Those of you Star Wars fans out there know the little bears that beat people up and like kill a bunch of stormtroopers. That was our latest suggestion. So Mike has boldly taken the challenge.
Come on, Joe. They're adorable.
They're adorable, and they kill things. They try to eat like Chewbacca and Han Solo. They tried to cook him and eat him.
It's adorable.
They were going to eat R2-D2 too, and he's a robot. He's a droid, sorry. No angry emails from Star Wars fans. Oh. I said a droid. Hey, Bugshot, if you didn't see Festival of the Arts. One of my favorite mugs. You've probably seen this a lot. And I'm drinking some mint tea. So this is an Octopus House Activity, which means it's a little more in-depth. It's a little more details put in. You're gonna spend a little longer. As you can see, we're talking a whole lot. Sorry about that. We're talking a whole lot, so it's a little bit of a longer video. We'll go a little more in-depth with the drawing, and Mike's actually gonna take this seat in about a second and start drawing an Ewok. But we gotta do something a little different because this is Camp PencilPoint. It can't just be an Ewok just standing there doing, you know, whatever Ewoks do. Ewok things.
Trying to cook R2-D2.
Yeah, you can't eat a droid. It's not good for your digestive system. So, Chef Mike, I'll give you a choice on what this Ewok can do. Chef Mike, what do you want to draw the Ewok doing?
How about riding a log down Splash Mountain?
There we go. Ewok enjoying Splash Mountain. Hopefully he has a fast pass. So, all right. We're going to switch over to Luxo Jr. And Chef Mike is going to draw for Chelsea an Ewok enjoying Splash Mountain. Luxo. All right, Miker. So let's show off the materials that we're going to use right away. First of all, we have the Papermate pen, not the Iron Man pen. Mike has gone with the Incredible Hulk. There he is. And you're going to use a Kuretaka. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Japanese pen. There's the packaging right there. But you have a really long nib, so you get some good thick and thin lines out of that. You're going to use a Charpak marker to get some tones, and you're going to use my good old UB marker to do some yellow to get some odd colors in there. So Miker's going to start drawing, and Chelsea from Florida has suggested us drawing a Ewok on Splash Mountain. So Mike has drawn some thumbnail sketches and ideas to give him just a little bit of a head start, and so he knows where he's going. So you're going to start now. So he has a good idea where he's heading, what he's drawing, and just a little roadmap, a quick roadmap on drawing something complex like an Ewok on Splash Mountain. So Mike, what are you doing with simple shapes? You'll notice that Mike is very different from like Josh and me and Emily in his style of art. So,
well, we're starting with letters. And those are our shapes. We're using a Y and a V, an upside down V.
So we're going to go upside down with the V, but you'll see Mike has still use simple shapes. But he goes very different from my bean or my sphere. And still Mike simplifies everything down to manageable shapes that he could build off of. So once again, Mike is going to keep referring to his thumbnail sketch as he draws his finished sketch. And one thing that I mentioned before that we should pay attention to is Mike's line work. And this pen really works well for Mike. And why it works well for Mike is because his line gets so thick sometimes that it actually kind of becomes a shape. Oh, good idea. He needs a spear on Splash Mountain. Aren't there bears on Splash Mountain? He's kind of a bear too, though.
There are.
So you can see how thick Mike gets with his line work, and it really becomes a character within itself. And see how thin he gets with these lines down here to symbolize water, to represent water, I should say. And this has a different texture, a different delicate feeling than the log that our Ewok friend is riding on. And what's really cool about watching Miker sketch is that the line becomes something more than something that holds the shape. An old art term is called holding line, which is basically a consistent outline to hold a shape, to give you indication of what a shape is. The way Miker draws his lines, and he breaks the line, and he lets the negative space do the speaking for the line, the negative space becomes just as important as the line he's drawing. It becomes much less of a holding line, and it becomes more of a character within itself. And using just a few thicknesses of lines, you could see foreground, background, things in the front, things that are behind. The clouds have a whole new texture. The clouds look like they're in the distance because the line weight's so thin. And birds in the background. So Mike is done now with the line work, and he's going to move to a Charpak number 4 gray. And notice he treats this also like a paintbrush, and it's not just filling in color, it is adding tone in a way that it complements your shapes. And notice the way Mike is controlling your eye right now with that gray. By dropping the gray around that white area that is the Ewok's face, it creates a nice little focal point of that face for the Ewok. So you're always going to your eye always kind of goes to it. So once again, tone and color do a whole lot more than just being a fill. Lines are not just holding lines, and colors are not just fills. There's a lot more that goes on. So you really gave some form to that mountain, gave some character to it. Now you're going to move to the yellow, because this is a Splash Mountain on a log, as opposed to Splash Mountain in a boat, right? We were just talking about Splash Mountain in California is more like you're just throwing on a log, and you might not make it in the end. Sometimes you go underwater. Where Splash Mountain in Florida, you're in a boat, and you really don't always get wet, which is nice, unless you're into getting wet. As always, whenever you're moving to a color, especially with yellow, you got to watch going over the black line work, because there's a smeary, smudgy quality to it. But if it happens, you just kind of roll with it, because it happens. That's what art is all about. So there you go. Done with the yellow. I put a little signature at the bottom. Slide it in. Yeah, there you go. So we can see it. Let's call this guy finished. So there you go, Chelsea from Florida. An Ewok enjoying a ride on Splash Mountain, Disneyland, California. There it is, guys. An Ewok riding Splash Mountain. Thank you, Chelsea, for the great suggestion, and thank you, Chef Miker, for embellishing on that Great suggestion. And we'd like to see what you guys will draw. Either draw an Ewok doing something unusual, or draw a crazy character enjoying an amusement park ride. Post your artwork to social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. It's easier if it's Instagram. Post it to Instagram. Use the hashtag CampPencilPoint. All the artists of Camp PencilPoint, whether it's Chef Miker or myself or Josh or Emily or Rachel, Drew or Ruby, will keep an eye out for hashtag CampPencilPoint, and we will like and comment on your artwork. So please share the love and share the artwork. You can put that down. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you had fun in this Octopus House activity. We are not live, but we're pretending like we're live here on Thursday night. To check us out on more live shows and to check out other videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you click the bell notification, either up there or up there, if you click on that tab, you'll get notified when we go live in the future or when new videos get uploaded. So stay on top of all the fun, all the nonsense, and all of the tomfoolery. You could also you could visit CampPencilPoint.com for updates and news, more videos, drawing tutorials, and a link to meet all of the artists of Camp PencilPoint, and also a link to everyone's social media, so you can follow us on the Twitter, on the Tumblr, on the Facebook, the Instagram. And you will stay on top of all of our artwork and all of our updates all the time. Anything else, Chef Miker? That man of many words. He was just holding fish, and it smells really bad. It smells kind of bad. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Remember to draw at least 20 minutes every day. This will keep your pencils dull, but will also keep your skills sharp. Support the arts and support your favorite artists through donation or likes or even just compliments and comments. And please share artwork, but remember to give credit to the original artist all the time. Finally, but most importantly, everyone out there right now, never stop creating and never stop inspiring. Until next time, keep drawing.
Yub yub. Yub yub. Yub yub yub. Yub yub. Yub yub. Yub yub yub. Yub yub. Yub yub yub. Yub yub. Yub yub yub.